Yes, now, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, the World Cup is officially over.
Please, no! 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 No!
This man has officially completed football. He's won the World Cup. He's gotten every trophy he can ever imagine. Plenty of records broken. I mean, he's just, he's the GOAT. He is literally the GOAT now. Today, we're gonna be breaking down my predictions, how it actually went. We'll go through what my favorite moments were, who I think deserved best player of the tournament. We'll talk about maybe like the young player of the tournament, like who I thought was the best youngster. Probably best goal. Definitely got to show the best goal of the tournament. That was from my opinion. So let's get straight into it. Looking at the first group, in Group A, I chose Netherlands and Senegal to get through. I don't think this is any surprise to anyone that these two nations did end up going through. I think Ecuador and Qatar, well, not Qatar, sorry, but Ecuador at least, they actually play way better than I thought they were going to. Going into the tournament, I think everyone thought Netherlands and Senegal were the favorites to go through in the group, and to see how Ecuador was able to kind of put up a fight, and they actually stood a chance at the end. Obviously, Netherlands and Senegal did go through in the end, but Ecuador was there. It was cool to see, but luckily got that one all correct. The next group, Group B, England, USA, Iran, and Wales were in this group. I had to back the boys of the USA, so I had them going in second. Luckily, we pulled that off, so well done to the boys there. Congratulations. England obviously tops the group. No surprise there. Like, we knew they were the top team in the group, so it's all good. The surprise is how bad Wales were. They just really didn't really show anything in the final game. They were kind of like down and out before, they were really out of the tournament. I feel like they just kind of gave up, which was kind of sad, but it is what it is. They were playing England in the final game, so it is a tough match. Going into Group C, I had Argentina and Mexico going through. I think everyone got scared when Argentina lost their first game against Saudi Arabia. That was just complete shock, right? Like, what? And I had Mexico going through, I really thought they were gonna get it done. I knew Poland had a chance. I think on that final game day, it came down to, the closing minutes and everything. Poland kind of just narrowly slipped by. Looking at it right now, goal differential is only -1 to Mexico and 0 to Poland. Like, it was gonna be close. I think the fair play was in that one as well, so it probably would have been Poland no matter what. But unfortunately, that is my first one I've gotten incorrect. I only had Mexico, or I only got Argentina right in that one. Group D, France, Australia, Tunisia, and Denmark. What a stinker Denmark had. My word, they just did nothing. Like, it was a really disappointing team compared to what we saw in the Euros. I mean, that's completely why I had them in the second spot of the group. But Australia, the Aussies had just, they played remarkable. They did great. They got to where they needed to be. And I mean, even Tunisia got a win. So like, I don't know what happened to Denmark, but that's my bad. I don't know what I was thinking. Probably should have done some research on Australia before, and congrats to them. But I got that one wrong as well. Only the first place I got correct. So another -1 there. We're 6 out of 8 so far. So not too bad, not too good. I would like to be perfect right now, obviously. Like, I feel like I should be, but it was a crazy World Cup. Group E. Everyone already thought this was going to be the group of death going into the tournament. I certainly did. I mean, there was a few shouts, but this was definitely probably the top one in my opinion. I'm not going to say the greats of the World Cup anymore because they did not perform this time, but I had to go with the boys that have recently won it. Germany and Spain. We got the previous winners of the current generation. That was the group of the upsets. Like, props to Japan. Well done. That was insane from you guys. Topping the group in the end was just crazy. I was beyond impressed, and I think they got a good squad for the next couple of years. But I got this one wrong. I got Spain in second place, which is good, I guess, but got the top spot wrong, so not the best. But yeah, so another -1 there, which is L's. Group F, we got Belgium, Croatia, Morocco, and Canada. Here, I think I am in some trouble. Don't get mad at me, Moroccans, but bottom of the group for you guys. I don't think you guys are gonna get any point, honestly. I don't think you'll win a match. And I owe an apology to all Moroccan fans and people, and I guess the team. I'm sorry. I really underestimated you guys, and you guys proved me wrong. To the semifinals. They made it all the way to the semifinals. 4th place in the end. Not too bad for an African nation. That was crazy impressive. That was so sick to see. But yeah, considering what I said, saying you guys wouldn't win a game, I learned my lesson for sure. But yeah, so Group F, completely got it wrong. Well, I got one of them right again. Croatia got second. I put them in second. Belgium, absolute stinker of a tournament. They already started fighting like halfway through the group stage, so it was kind of already done for them, it seemed like. But yeah, big stinker from them. They ended up getting third. Morocco topped the group. Props to them. Another one wrong, so unlucky. Group G, we got Brazil, Switzerland, Cameroon, and Serbia. This one, 100%. Brazil and Switzerland, I put to go through. They went through in the end. It was way closer in the end than we thought it would be. Brazil ended up actually slipping around and lost a game, but you know, that's okay. In the end, they still ended up topping the group. I predicted that, but geez, they did not have the tournament I was thinking they were gonna have for sure. Group H, Portugal, South Korea, Uruguay, and Ghana. I really thought Uruguay was gonna have a way stronger performance than they did this tournament. No, I just have more faith in them than they did. Portugal topped the group, so I got that one right. That was obvious. We knew Ronaldo was gonna take care of business in the group stage for sure. Ended up actually being South Korea pulling in second, so another -1 there. So in total, that is -5 wrong in the group stage. 11 out of 16 in the end for the group stage. Not the worst, but I definitely thought I would have done better. So I guess that just shows it was an interesting World Cup. It was definitely not what I expected. So going into the knockouts, I had a lot of the games predicted correctly, obviously, but you know, I did have a few that were incorrect. But looking at just the winners in general of those games, the Netherlands-USA match, I did predict correctly. I had the US winning that, so that is a little awkward because we got smacked. Not smacked, but it wasn't the best performance. I had Argentina versus Denmark. It was actually Argentina versus Australia, and Argentina won 2-1 in that game. So got that correct technically, but got the second team wrong. So I think we're still gonna count that as a dub for me because I still predicted they're gonna go through. The third match, England-Senegal, I did have that one correct. I had England going through. All dubs there. Match 4, France versus Mexico. It was actually France versus Poland. I still had France going through. France ended up winning against Poland, so dubs there as well. Match 5 was Germany-Croatia. I did actually have Croatia, but it was Japan obviously instead. And Croatia ended up winning that game in penalties. That was a really cool game. I mean, both teams just fought with so much heart. It came down to the wire, obviously, you know, with penalties being the end. And I think this tournament definitely proved that some teams need to practice their penalties because, geez, there was some bad ones. Match 6, I had Brazil versus Uruguay. It was Brazil versus South Korea. I still had Brazil winning, so got it correct technically, but you know, still wrong with the matchup. Belgium, Spain, same thing. It was Spain versus Morocco. I did have Spain winning and Morocco won that one. So that is the first one I take actually no points from. Well, sorry, match 5 as well. So match 5 and 7, I have no points in there. I got both the matchup wrong and the winner, so L's for me. And then match 8, obviously, I had Portugal versus Switzerland, which was correct, and Portugal smacked in that game 6-1. So all good there. Going into the next round, quarterfinals. I had USA versus Argentina. It was actually Netherlands, Argentina. I did get that one correct because I had Argentina beating America or beating Netherlands because they actually went through. I technically got it right. Wrong matchup again, but all dubs there because I had Argentina going through. Next one, I had Germany, Brazil. Wrong matchup again. Croatia ended up winning that game, and it wasn't even ended up being So totally missed the ball there. Like, I think everyone knows Germany had a stinker, and it's definitely time to like reevaluate of what's going on over there, because it was not pretty. I did have Brazil winning the game, but they ended up losing in pens again to Croatia. So shout out to Croatia. Obviously Livakovic had a great tournament. Arguably should have got goalkeeper of the tournament with Emi Martinez winning instead, but it is what it is. I think Martinez obviously had a great tournament as well, so it doesn't really matter. Quarterfinal 3, England, France. I did have this one correct. This one was a decent match, I'd say. I think both teams definitely performed. England on the day was maybe a little bit better, but France, they have the class and the quality to punish you when you make a mistake and everything. So that definitely happened to England. 2 easy goals for France, and that had them going through to the next round. Quarterfinal 4, Spain, Portugal. It was actually Spain, Morocco.
You idiot. You're honestly an idiot.
And this was quite the upset. Another match, CR7 was dropped from the starting 11 and put on the bench, which I'm already very questionable, like, okay, like, whoa. But yeah, whatever. He's on the bench. Kind of already knew that was going to hurt him in the end. As we saw, 1-0 for Morocco. Great performance from them. And that's how the quarterfinals ended. So into the semis we go. So in the semis, I had a dream. I had a dream we were going to have Neymar in the final. And I had a dream we were going to have Ronaldo in the final. But man, was I wrong. Neither of them ended up making it to the semifinals even. So both of these matchups are completely wrong, and both of my choices of winners are wrong. I had Brazil and Portugal in the final, not France and Argentina. So I had the semifinalists in there, but did not choose them. But yeah, so France and Argentina make it to the final. I had Portugal, Brazil, not going to the final. Not in the 3rd and 4th place match. Not there at all. So I need to reevaluate my football knowledge for sure. But yeah, I mean, that's what the prediction was for. I want to see what I could do, see where I was at, but it definitely needs some work for sure. Like I said, in the final, I had Brazil, Portugal, had Brazil win it all. Neymar was gonna bring himself up there to be in the conversation for GOATs, with him being the only one with the World Cup, but boy, did that change. 3rd place match though, I did have Argentina, France in it. So if we just said my 3rd place match is the final, I technically was correct. And I had Argentina winning that in the 3rd place match. So in a way, we could say I predicted the final. And I'm pretty proud of that. So all good there. Shout out to Qatar for hosting the tournament. They did great. It was a fantastic tournament, one of the best for sure. I can't believe 2026 is in North America. I'm hoping to go to many games, Please. All right, time for the awards now. So for the awards, player of the tournament, it's gonna go to La Pulga, Lionel Messi, right here, right there, the boy. He's definitely gotta be player of the tournament. I mean, what he did in the tournament, plenty of goals, plenty of assists. He did all for Argentina, won the tournament, just 5 man of the match awards or something, like just crazy. Broke the record for scoring in every knockout stage as well. Like, he's just clear. Like, that was ridiculous. So he's definitely player of the tournament for me. Young player of the tournament. Even though England didn't make it very far, I'm still gonna give it to Jude Bellingham. He definitely was a standout on the team for sure. He was all over the field in every game he played in. He played plenty of minutes for the team. You could see he was definitely trying in that France game. He was trying so hard to do something for the team, but just nothing was really clicking for him. But I mean, he's only 19, 18, whatever he is. He's like a 03, I think. So that was just mad impressive. Like, it's crazy to think that he's younger than me out there in the World Cup, living the dream, and just playing unbelievable. So shout out to him. He definitely is my young player of the tournament. My keeper of the tournament, I think I'm gonna give it to Livakovic, just because he had 4 penalty saves in the shootouts that he had for Croatia. I know Martinez had some huge saves, obviously the final for sure. But I just feel like Croatia just has a lot more defending to do, and they were always kind of backs to the wall, trying to get the ball out rather than pressing the team like Argentina was able to. And so I just feel like Livakovic had more shots on him, more saves, where he really stood out that he could, be a goal stopper. And, you know, I think he'll probably move to a big club pretty soon if he's willing to leave Croatia, because I think he's been at Zagreb like probably his whole life or something. But yeah, so he's definitely my goalkeeper of the tournament. My goal of the tournament has to be Richarlison, the pigeon. You know, the pigeon definitely is the goal of the tournament. That freaking finish of his, a little side volley bike, whatever you want to call it, just, that thing was crazy. Just, wow, like, it is quite the finish. The way he gets his, it must be a bad touch, right? He had to just take a bad touch and it just popped up weird for him, and he really dealt with it the way you're supposed to as a striker. That's my goal of the tournament. I think there's many contenders. The Mexico free kick was one. The Saudi Arabia goal against Argentina was definitely one. Mbappe's in the final was probably one. Mbappe's against Poland was probably one. You know, Mbappe, like, he just had such a great tournament. He was the man for France. He did not everything for him, but he tried to do as much as he could. And he showed up when they needed him for sure. And so I do feel sorry for the man, but he's, you know, he's young. He'll be there again. I think he'll win another one in his lifetime. So he'll be all right. And I think he's up there for player of the tournament. If he would have won, obviously, definitely his. But because Messi won the World Cup, won all the awards, I think he definitely deserves it. And what a way to, you know, I know he's not done with his international career, but what a way to, like, solidify the career. Like, he's done it all. But all right, thank you for watching the video. That's gonna be it today. Hope to see you again soon with another video coming your